What's up, y'all? Brian the Divine Healer here with you. How you doing? Did you have a good day yesterday? I hope so. Yeah, I did too. I just took it easy. You know what I'm saying? Took it real easy. Didn't do nothing. Didn't even really get off the couch. So I'm just gonna put a little sage here. You know what I'm saying? Homemade sage. You like that? Smells so good. I love it. It's a little cleansing of the energy here. You know what I'm saying? Just snipe that out a little bit. Right. So, what's going on? Well, tell you what's going on. It's called Libra, Scorpio, Tarot. That's right. That's your reading today. So, let's get into it. So, Divine Squad, my loyal subscribers, of course, I want to thank you for your likes, your shares, your subscribes, and your comments. You know, you guys are fantastic, right? So, obviously, you know that you are Libra Scorpio and your birthday is October 19th to the 25th, but the newbies don't. So I got to tell them that stuff, right? Good morning. How you doing? Right on time. Perfect. Thank you. Actually, I'm like 3 minutes late. I was trying to do it at 8 o'clock, but, you know, being part of the cusp of beauty, you got to get all cleaned up. All right. So let's do it. Okay. I'm going to use my steampunk deck. And I'm gonna skip the intro again. The noobs can kind of hang tight and just check it out as we go. You know what I'm saying? So let me shuffle these up a few times here. Let's see what we can get into right now. Okay. Not yet. Not with the tower. Oh, I didn't like seeing that. Shuffle these up. So, like I said, I hope you had a good day yesterday. You know what I'm saying? I just kicked it on the couch. I didn't really even move. It was like someone poured a whole bunch of glue on the couch, and I didn't get up for nothing. I really couldn't. It was fun. Me and the dogs were just kicking it. I didn't even do my dishes. It's crazy. I'm very particular about stuff like that, but you know, it was like a lazy day. I enjoyed myself, so I appreciate y'all coming out here, hitting the like button when you come in, noobs. Hit the subscribe button, join the Divine family. You know what I'm saying? The Divine Squad. Appreciate y'all. Thank you. Because I know what a pain in the butt it is to really hit the like button, and now you have all these saved videos that you don't really want to save. You know what I'm saying? Oh, thank you. Yeah, that was my breakfast. Well, I call it brunch. It's my little brunch. I tried to eat healthy. It's those damn vegetables. You know what I mean? They kind of, well, you know, it works. All right. So one more time. Let's get into it. So here we go. Sip your coffees. Let's bust a move. All right, so what is the energy for Libra Scorpios today? What is their energy? What is going on? Where are they going? What are they doing? And how are they doing it? Okay. All right, here's your first card. Well, that's what it looks like they're doing. It's like a brawl. What is this, a riot? Goodness. Yeah, so 5 of Wands. Some conflict and some kind of struggle going on here. Right. Yeah. All right, we'll take you. What do you got here? 6 of Wands. How do you like that? Well, what's going on here is that there's like a conflicting message that comes in, okay? Because you have the 5 of Wands, so that's strife, conflict, whatever, competition. But with the 6 of Wands, that's some news coming in, okay? So basically, you're going to get some news that's going to make you want to brawl. You're going to want to fight everybody, okay? Just kidding. Maybe so. I don't know. But let's keep going with your reading here and figure out this story. Let me move my spectacles over here. Put them in the way. Okay. So yeah, that's what's going on with your energy now, because it's for the present, not ever for the past or the future, because I don't predict, or I'm not a fortune teller. I don't have a crystal ball. You know, it's just a special gift that I got. People get shocked by it. They're like, oh my God. It's like, hey, I know this, so you're not the only one that's shocked. Okay, so let's keep going. Here comes your first card of your story. 5 of Cups. Look at you at the bar, slumped over, like, what is going on here? Right? Okay, so the waitress is like, would you like another one? Yeah, just leave them all here. Drinking, spill it over, right? So frustration, a little bitterness about this news that's very conflicting for you, okay? Let's keep going. That's my sulking card, by the way. Right. At the bar, sulking. Let's keep going. Well, shit. You guys are strapped with crap today. Oh my God. I thought I'd take a day off and everything be all happy-go-lucky, but bam. You're carrying some burdens, heavy. Right? 10 of Wands. Barriers, blockages, and burdens. People, places, and things getting in your way. That's why you're frustrated. Well, partly. Because this news that comes into you is very, like I said, is very conflicting, and it brings some burdens to you, right? Brings some burdens, right? You're like ready to fight, like Mortal Kombat. You're like, fight, finish him. Okay, let's keep going here with this 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands, man, this is going to be a tough reading. It's already a struggle a little bit. All right, let's figure this out. Let's figure this out, shall we? Well, 8 of Cups. 8 of Cups. Count them. There's 8. Promise you. Okay, so with the 8 of Cups here, it's like you're definitely in your emotions for sure. Because the 5 of Cups and the 8 of Cups is a very emotional situation. And it's like you want to just kind of throw in the towel. It's like you want to give up. You just cannot believe what you've heard. Kind of makes you upset, but you're more frustrated because it gives you a whole bunch of burdens that you want to you don't want to deal with it. You want to drop them. You want to walk away from them. I mean, it's pretty heavy, people. Okay. It's pretty serious. This is some serious business. Okay. So let's bust a move here on this 8 of Cups and figure out where you're going and how you're going to do it. What's happening? What's happening, Jackson? Yep. 9 of Cups. Let's look at this guy like a World War II pilot with a sword. Okay, he's got his parachute on. You're like, you're like, it puts you on a war path. Okay. You're aggravated, you're frustrated, you're very, very much like a lot of conflict going on with this message that comes in. Now, I don't know what the message is, people, okay? So don't shoot the messenger. It's just I'm giving you this as your energy now, okay? So this makes you want to tear ass and go handle some shit, right? Knight of Swords. Okay, so it's really, you're like starting to take action in your mind, but you're very, very aggressive, right? Aggressive. Okay. I hear you talking. Thank you. Oh, now you have, okay. So there's 2 things with this 2 of Swords card. One, is it that it's going to be a tough decision, a tough call about something, right? And that something has to do with this news, okay? Because the 2 of Swords is right next to the 6 of Wands. So that magnifies that energy. So that tells me the news that you heard is either going to have to be a tough call in deciding something, or you don't want to hear the truth, right? Look at the blindfold. I can't believe I bent this card the other day. I was like, right? So look at, she's wearing a blindfold, right? And something that's being illuminated here with this moon is, something that you don't want to see. Okay. So you don't want to see the news that's coming in because it makes you very emotional. It puts you in your head, brings you a lot of burdens. Now you're sulking at the bar. Like, I mean, this is heavy. Okay, this is pretty heavy. So let's keep going. Let's figure this out for you. If you need to pet the rock, okay, go ahead. It's fine. Just go ahead and grab that energy. Okay. All right. So 2 of Swords on top of what? 8 of Pentacles. Yeah. So, I still don't know what decision you're going to make, but it is going to be definitely a tough call, a tough decision that's going to require some hard work. Okay. Maybe you have to get a grip on your emotions. Maybe you have to clear your head. Maybe that's why you're at the bar. Okay. I'm just saying. All right. So 8 of Pentacles. So this is going to be a decision that's going to be some hard work for you to make this decision. Okay. And the truth that is put out from this news, it's very conflicting for you, is something that you don't want to see. It's just what it is. All right. All right. Nothing like getting heavy right off the bat, huh? All right. Here we go. Well, 2 of Pentacles. Look at you on your big wheel. With a big wheel of my sassy humor. Y'all love it. All right. So there you go. 2 of Pentacles. So it's not your juggling hard work, because it's just automatic given that it's hard work, right? But it's more of the juggling is going to be concerned with really putting things in perspective for your thought process on making this decision. But also it's going to be putting your emotions together, right? It's like, finish your last drink, go home, and you're going to figure some stuff out. Maybe take a nap. You know what I mean? Something like that. Take a nap. No, it's definitely juggling this decision, because it's going to be hard work to really persevere in this. I'm telling you. I'm just telling you. Whatever news that comes in for you, it really jacks your world up in a sense. Okay, let's just say it like that. Now, I can't tell you if it's bad news or good news. I don't know. But the way that the 5 of Cups, with you being frustrated, and then, you're just ready to just cut loose and walk away from everything with this 8 of Cups. And that gets you very kind of PO'd and frustrated with this 9 of Swords. So it's a heavy decision. Okay, we'll take those 2 that popped out. Bottom's the top, top's the bottom. You know how I do it. There you go. 9 of Pentacles. Okay. Okay. So here it's like you have to be cautious, right? Cautious in the sense of taking your time to really understand how to put this all together. Right? Queen of Cups. So you have to trust your intuition, right? Because you're very intuitive, very creative, but it's a lonesome decision, right? So you have to make this on your own. Maybe it's like, I kind of feel that you don't need to go get advice from people, because the answer is going to be within yourself. Okay. And this is kind of where this 2 of Pentacles is with the 2 of Swords. It's juggling a decision. So maybe you're debating on this news that comes into you that really sets your day off. You know what I mean? It's like, it's almost telling me that you don't need to go seek advice. You don't need to go cry to your friends, go to your family, and, try to get this, I wouldn't say sympathy, but really the advice on what to do, right? Because you have to do it by yourself, right? So when you have the 2 of Swords here with the blindfold, that to me is, you're blinded from any external forces, right? You're not seeing any external forces. And so then those external forces, friends, family, whatever, coworkers that could give you advice and supporting you through this, is not to be, but only to be by yourself to make this decision, and trust your intuition. Shade out 5 times fast with the Queen of Cups. Okay. Got it. Good. Let's keep going. Whatever this is, This is pretty heavy. Okay. Just saying. Maybe I have to sage again. I don't know. Okay, there you go. Okay, so now we're getting a little positivity going on here. You have the Wheel of Fortune. Harry Ninja Street Bike. Blazing 80 miles an hour, no helmet. I hear you, putty. Okay, so it looks like when you go at this alone, right? And you trust your intuition because you're very intuitive, you know what I mean? You normally are in touch with your emotions like no problem, right? It's a Libra Scorpios, right? You guys are doing that, right? Because the Scorpio balances the Libra and the Libra balances the Scorpio, right? Right. So now I think that you will have some good luck, right? You'll have some good fortune in this idea of doing this by yourself. Trusting your own feelings, trusting your own thoughts, kind of going within into using that because something's going to change. Okay. And what is going to change for you? This is 7 of Swords. Interesting card. Well, it looks like somebody was trying to get away with something here. Okay. It could be that the news is a little deceptive. The news is definitely off-putting, but it also seems to be that it could be possibly a lie. It could be somebody was just trying to roast you to get you all fired up and, get your hemorrhoids flaring, whatever. I don't know. Just saying. Yeah. So this is somebody trying to get away with something. It's lying. It's deceit. It's not right. So I think when you use your intuition and trust that intuition to know that it will never be wrong, here you sit now understanding that the message that comes in is deceptive. It is not true. It is somebody trying to lie to you. And maybe your intuition picks up on this and then you understand the situation. And so this is why you're frustrated. This is why it's burdensome for you, because maybe you can't understand why somebody would want to intentionally bring some kind of conflicting news to you that just doesn't make sense. Okay, so let's keep going. Hi, we'll take you. All right, so now you have the 3 of Cups. Okay, yes. So now instead of it's a celebration, it's news of there's some kind of interference. There's like a third party situation going on here. There's other people involved, right? Because there's 3 people sitting on that couch, right? Look at them. They're having a good time. They're laughing. They're giggling. They're just jolly. And these are the people that are trying to pull one over on you. And that is the message that they're bringing in. So now we get some clarity, right? So it's a deceptive message, but it is, I don't know. Maybe somebody was making a phone call to you, text message, and you can do a 3-way calling, whatever. I don't know. But this is an influence of other people, right? Right next to the 7 of Swords. So these people are trying to get away with something, trying to pull something over on you through this deceptive message to maybe possibly on purpose put you in this energy of sulking and bitter and frustrated, right? Trying to throw you off track, right? Trying to make you swerve and hit the curb. Yeah, punks. Get out of here with that punkness. All right, get it? Punk, steampunk. All right, let's keep going. Well, I'm kind of glad that we got to start to figure this out because it was looking very like, where are we going? What are we doing? Right? So, okay, there you go. So it's just an illusion, okay? So 7 of Cups, illusion, fantasy, mixed emotions. This doesn't give you mixed emotions because your emotions are already mixed. So now once you kind of figure this out by using your intuition and trusting really what you feel is what you feel, that changes some shit, right? Changes it for you to understand now in your mind, clearly as logic, that there are other people involved in this message, right? And it's trickery. It's deception. They're trying to get away with something. And what they're trying to get away with is just straight an illusion, okay? Straight illusion. So it's like they put out this message on purpose and it was a lie and it was just to like razzle you. It's just to try to get your fire going, just to try to set you off, you know? And you really did get into your emotions and in your head with this. But once you started to, now I have to decide, what am I going to do with this? How am I going to deal with this? That's the juggling. And it's hard work to make that decision, right? Especially when you don't know everything. You don't know all the facts. You don't even know why this person's saying what they're saying. But when you slowly start to dissect it, meaning trusting your intuition and picking it apart, that changes the whole story. Because you figure out there's just people that are trying to get away with this illusion. There's people, 3 of Cups, trying to get away with 7 of Swords, the illusion, 7 of Cups. Punks. Okay, let's go. There you go. High Priestess, illusions, magic hat, pulling the rabbits out of the hat, right? That's a very magical card. Look at that. I mean, that's some good shit. I love that card. It's great. Okay. So not only with the Queen of Cups, knowing that you have this intuition about yourself, this is saying for surely you need to bank 1000% on your intuition and trust that you know that this is straight an illusion. Okay. Also, Magician card ain't out here, so we already definitely know it's some manipulation and trickery. Okay. So let's keep going. Yeah, it's coming straight from the devil. So these people that are trying to pull the wool over your eyes and get away with some crap with this message is just sink you down in your emotions. Bogus. Bogus. And you know in your intuition, right? Because you're the High Priestess in this moment. You know it's straight deception. You know it's straight trickery. You know it's bogus. Amen. Sip your coffee for that one. Right. I mean, as Libra Scorpio, right? You're like double intuition, okay? Because, Libras have high intuition, very high intuition, but Scorpios have the highest intuition out of all the zodiacs. They really do. So now you got double intuition. That's why we have the Queen of Cups out here and the High Priestess. So there you go. Libra energy with the Queen of Cups, and then the Scorpio energy, even though it's not really Scorpio, High Priestess. Okay? So you have double intuition. So you definitely know that this is straight devil crap. Okay? Trickery, lies, manipulation. What word is that? Manipulation. All right. Manipulation. Interesting. Straight crap, you know it. And so now you have to trust your intuition to know that this is straight. These people are just bogus and they're trying to pull the wool over your eyes in a sense. They're trying to get away with something. So we'll take that card that just totally threw it on the floor. Bam. Because they're all, collaborating with each other. What is this, gang stalking now? Am I doing those readings that people do? I can't. But I can't help it because this is what the cards are saying, okay? So you know that it's a group effort. You know it's a team effort of these people trying to get over because you probably know who the person is obviously going to send you the message, right? But then you're going to put 2 and 2 together to get the answer. And now you know from that one person that sent you this message, it's their clique. It's there are other people involved in this for sure. And your intuition is telling you this. Okay, so let's see where you go with this once you finally get all this wrapped up and figure it out. Well, Knight of Cups. Very interesting here. Knight of Cups. This tells me that the message was a false offer. Some, fake hope. Some kind of thing to get your emotions started. Okay, because Knights are about taking action. Cups is your emotions. So they're bringing you this message to get you starting working on your emotions. So they're working on your emotions. And so I think somebody that is going to message you is going to say something that's a little sounding too good to be true, in the sense that you understand that where's this coming from? I mean, this is why it's a conflicting message, right? Five of Wands. Okay, so they're really trying to get you fired up in your emotions on purpose. And it's a team effort. I'm sorry, but it is. Okay. Yeah. All right, so you have the Star card here, right? Okay, so let's back this up just a quick second, because now I have a different picture of what it is once this Moon card popped out. Okay, so the message is just the message. It's conflicting. It's definitely a collaborating effort that people are trying to get over on you and maybe just bury you in your emotions on purpose. Okay, that's really what that is. But now that we have the Knight of Cups and the Moon card, this tells me, because Knights are about taking action, Cups is your emotions. And then here we have the Star card, which means healing. So now once you digest who, why, when, and how, you need to start taking action in your emotions to heal yourself from this, my friends. That's correct. Star card, healing, Knight of Cups, taking action emotionally. So now you have to work it out, right? And working it out is knowing the battle, knowing the conflict, knowing the struggle, realizing who it's coming from, but really not caring why. Okay, we don't care why people play tricks, right? We just try to understand if they are or not. So after you trust your intuition and you really figure this out, now you really need to start taking that action to what? Heal yourself emotionally, because you're sitting at the bar all slumped over, frustrated, bitter. You're in this conflicting energy of like, you want to fight, you want to brawl. Let's get it on. Yeah. All right. Here we go. King of Pentacles. Yeah. There you go. So it's like once you understand this and then you start taking that action to start healing, well, now you kind of get back into your own spirits, right? You're like sitting there drinking your cognac, smoking your pipe by yourself. So you have really started working on taking care of your stability. Even though the Pentacles represents money, job, business, whatever, we're not talking about that, because we're talking about your emotions. And emotions are stability, right? Just like your brain, stability. When you think of things, you have to have stable thoughts. Just like you have to have stable emotions to really see things clearly, feel things clearly, and understand things clearly. And so this is the process. Once you understand your intuition about what's going on, which is a bunch of BS right here, really. You start getting back into that. So you start healing yourself emotionally. You start overcoming this, and you're really getting back into the swing of things. Okay, and starting to ground yourself. Getting back to who you were, because I mean you're a Libra Scorpio. Here we go. Right. So it's like because you got frustrated and you were burdened by this message, you were like, screw everything, right? Just throw in the towel for everything. That's the 8 of Cups. Throwing in the towel. I quit. I give up. I can't even deal with this. This is too much. That makes you aggravated and PO'd, right? So once you digest this and understand with your intuition what the hell's going on and who's it from, well, that helps you and your emotions get really back into the swing of things. But so now you're like, you give yourself an apology. You're like, man, I knew better. I shouldn't have went with this. I should have let myself get so emotional. I shouldn't have, even sweated this to think that it was going to be a tough decision on understanding this message or whatever. You know what I mean? So you forgive yourself, right? You say sorry to yourself in those means, right? It's not like, hey, self, I'm sorry. I mean, maybe, but you know what I'm saying? It's more of like, it's that I should have, I could have, I would have thing. You know what I mean? And so that's part of that forgiving yourself, because you should have trusted your intuition the whole time and you really didn't. That's guiding you, frustrated. So you do calculate your emotions correctly to get back on track, getting more stable. And so in that process, you just forgive yourself for letting somebody try to, can you hear that? Can you hear that? Boom, boom, boom. I can't. I want to just take my pet rock, you know what I mean? And be like, how you doing? Come pet my rock. Crack. Just saying. Super frustrating. And they do it every time I start to do my readings. Ridiculous. What you got, Tracy? How you doing? Good morning, sweetheart. Just wanted to pop in and say good morning. I'm not going to stick around because it's not me. Hey, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate that. I mean, at least you're being honest. Oh, you're going to send it to your daughter? Hey, that's awesome. You have a great day yourself, my friend. You guys are amazing. Bill and Tracy Long. Yeah, part of the Divine Squad family, right? Thanks. Appreciate that, darling. Oh, crap. Too many. I don't like these cards when you go upside down. Like half the deck. I'm just going to shuffle these up real quick. Looks like another nice day outside, huh? Oh, yeah. I hope it's nice where you guys are at. You know what I mean? Okay, so let's squeeze these in. Pull another card here, right? All right. 4 Cups. So once you get into your intuition and then you figure this all out and you play Clue and you Inspector Clouseau, Pink Panther, whatever you want to call it, you trust your intuition and you really forgive yourself for slipping, right? What does it say, slipping? They try to get one over on you and you're like, you were going with it. And then you're like, no, this is crap. This is bullshit straight from the devil. So here with the 4 Cups, it's not like you're a little disgusted for sure. Definitely disgusted in this idea, but this helps you stabilize your emotions because 4 represents stability. Cups is your emotions. So therefore, in the disgustedness that you have with these people that try to get over on you with this way, just to try to bury your emotions on purpose, you figure it out. Trust your intuition to know this is a scam. A scam. That helps you stabilize your emotions. Amen. Because you're pretty much a wreck here. You really are. You're a wreck. You got the 5 of Cups, you got the 10 of Wands, and the 8 of Cups, and the 9 of Swords. So you want to run into these people, and you want to just throw your burdens on them because they're bringing this to you. Okay, but you figure it out, and that helps you soothe your emotions, and now you're just like, man, I can't even believe that I let myself fall for this. Right? That's kind of the impression that I'm getting. Can't believe you let yourself fall for this. That's why you're a little disgusted. And so that helps you in that disgust really stabilize some of your emotions, right? Right. So after you stabilize your emotions, you're just kind of like, it's like you're upside down. It's like you almost don't know what to do with yourself now. right? You don't know how to do, I mean, I don't feel that you need to like go ahead and, hold these people to the fire, we'll say, but it's like, okay, so now what? Now what? Right? Now what do I do with these people? It's like you're questioning the idea. So once you regained yourself to pull yourself back together, you're in this indecision mode. Like you're just stuck, right? Stuck as in you're not moving forward, which means you're not really taking care to really set these people straight. And you're not really moving backwards to stay stuck, right? In your emotions of being frustrated and all this. Okay, so let's keep going. Or it could be you just really want to hang these people out to dry because you are disgusted with them and you want to hang them out to dry. You want to grab them and tie them up by their ankles. Here you Scorpio side of you guys, the Libra Scorpios. Here, we'll take that. There you go. Yeah, like I said, you're stuck on which direction you want to go in because this is a brand new start, right? So you're just kind of stuck on where do I go now? What do I do now? I mean, I'm just kind of in limbo, meaning you don't know how to either let it go and just move on, block those people, whatever, or really go and hang them by their toenails, right? You guys got to love my analogies because I know that I do. So drink your coffee. Noobs, hit the like button and subscribe. You guys are amazing. Become part of the divine family. I bet you'll love it. All right, so let's pull another card here, my friends. There you go. That's the path that you need to go down on. Loving yourself. You're a friendly person. You're very intelligent, but beautiful too. But, you got to get back to your stability, right? This is the path you need to get back on. So it's like, you got to forget it. You got to let it go. You got to get back into who you are because these people really try to pull a good one over on you, setting you back emotionally, putting you in your head. And you're like, oh my God, where's this even coming from? Right? Yeah. But when you trust yourself that this is a straight trickery and it's like a group effort of straight trickery, you start getting back on the path where you need to go, which is being in this Queen of Pentacles energy. That's the new choice. That's the new path. That is kind of where you really trust yourself to know where you need to go. So definitely taking the higher road and just kind of, burying the hatchet within yourself. You got a couple cards coming out here. And see, that is the truth, my friends. There is the Ace of Swords. Look at that sword. What? Tell me you don't want to take that sword somehow and start hacking them up. With your words, right? Because swords is about communication and your thoughts, right? There you go. So once you understand the truth, my friends, you really put yourself back together emotionally. This is really what it's saying. Ace of Swords, and then the Ace of Cups. Hello, you have the Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords, Ace of Cups. So you know the path you need to go down, which is getting back into that Queen of Pentacles energy, loving yourself, pulling yourself to be more stable, definitely emotionally, right? Knowing the truth that it was deception and trickery and a bunch of crap, you now start to feel different, right? Start to love yourself better. You understand that you're not going to let this bother you. You're just like, whatever, I don't care. I love all myself, and you're going to keep moving forward, right? Good job. Was there a card upside down? Let me see. No. Well, oh shit. Okay, well, there's like 5 upside down. 4. We're not going to take those. Can't do that. See? The deception and the trickery. What? Okay, let's shuffle these up real quick. So Ace of Cups, there you go. You replenish your own emotions. You fill your own cup. You really get back into who you are, being in this Queen of Pentacles energy, because you know the truth, and you just, it's like you just let it go. You don't handle it. You don't stay stuck in it. You just let it go. Like that cartoon Frozen. Let it go, right? Because you really could care less. Because you're standing in your own truth. King of Swords. You know the truth. You're standing in the truth. You're like, you know what? You're not going to stop me. You're not going to thwart me. You're not going to try to get me buried in my emotions and stuff and make me battle my own self. What the hell are you guys doing? Because it is a group effort that this message comes out, and it's a whole bunch of trickery, right? And it's a group effort. So however that means to you, it could, you could know somebody that tells you something, but somebody else on their side told them to tell you this. If that makes sense. Okay. Okay, we'll take you 2 cards here. All right. So once you stand in your truth and you understand that this is a whole bunch of crap, now you feel a whole bunch of happiness about yourself because you put yourself back together emotionally, right? So, congratulations. So now you have the sun and the moon. What? Okay, people, I've never had these 2 cards come out back to back ever. This is amazing. You know why? Not only are you happy, but you started to illuminate things that weren't seen, right? You brought the truth to light. But also here with the sun and the moon, this is your dark side. This is your light side. This is the duality in people. This is why I do these readings, because the duality is not only yourself as being 2 people, in a sense, the masculine and the feminine, the light and the dark. But guess what? You're a Libra Scorpio. So you have both of those sides. Does it all make sense now? Okay, good. Right. So you pull perspective, you get happy, you understand that you pulled the darkness into the light. Pulled the darkness into the light. It means you exposed their trickery. You exposed their manipulation, but it was with inside your internal self. Your intuition was telling you this all along. Right. I mean, that is amazing. I swear I've never had the sun and the moon card right at the same time like that. I think I need to take a break and have a sip of my coffee. And while you do, hit the like button. Feel free to leave a comment as well, too, my friends. You guys are amazing. I love that. Thanks for the check-ins. You know what I'm saying? So here we go. Moon card. And look at you being the Queen of Swords. What? Off with your head. Your communication is very direct. You are like, psh, you cut it right off. And it doesn't affect you as much as it could have. I mean, what are they doing up there? Are they practicing like the marathon or some shit, jumping hurdles? It's crazy loud. I can't even deal with that. I really think it's on purpose. All right. So you're the Queen of Swords. You're like, I ain't having it. Cut them off quicker than shit. Amen. Wow. Ain't that bold? I like that. No. All right. All right. That's their wash machine unbalanced. I'll give them that. So go fix that real quick before I go upstairs and tell you where to go and how to get there. Because it's annoying during my lives, right? So there you go, the Hermit. Yes. So part of the Hermit and the Queen of Swords is going in, trusting your intuition to find the truth. And the truth is that it was a bunch of trickery and manipulation. These people just try to throw on you. And you're like, no way, Jose, because I'm cutting it off. You're like cutting it right down to the roots. Wow. Because the hermit's like analyzing, they go within, trying to figure things out. You know what I'm saying? And so this is what you did. And once you figured it out, you're like slice and dice, right? You're like that chopper. You put your onion in, like a little piece of onion. Amazing. I love myself. I crack myself up all the time. Good morning over there. How you doing? Oh, I'm great. How are you doing? Yeah, that's sweet. Thanks for the check-in. I really appreciate you coming in on this Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon. You know what I mean? Wherever time zone you're in. There you go. So you're in the hermit. You cut him off because you had to go within to really figure this out. And now you get on your horse and you start trotting away, right? Mm-hmm. 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 Right. Queen of Wands. So you're sitting on your throne. You're a little passionate about you having to figure this all out. This lights your fire, right? This lights your fire. This makes you jump on your horse. Now you're creative, and now you're going, you know, I mean, you're still going to stay friendly. You're still going to stay who you are because you're not letting this deter you, cut you down, keep you in this frustration and conflict and burdens, right? They brought a lot of crap on you, and it was emotional. But like I said, you get on your horse and you just move away after you slice and dice. Okay? Amen. So I like that because you don't really let it affect you that much. I mean, in the beginning it did, but once you figured it out, now you transform yourself, right? Transformers. More than meets the eye. Robots in disguise. Whatever. So there you go. Death to this. Transformation to you. So this is almost like a lesson to understand. It was like a test of your intuition, test of your emotions, something like that, to really understand who are your friends, who is your family, you know, coworkers, whatever, that were really trying to collaborate on you to really put you down in your emotions. And you're like, I ain't having it. I ain't having it, punk. I'm not, because I figured it out. And I know you guys are a bunch of trickery people. And I'm cutting you off. And I'm going to do my own thing. However that fits for you. All right. So once you do cut it off, you just start staying. Does that even make any sense? You just invest in yourself. So maybe it's like the investment in yourself is because you really didn't know where this was coming from, but it tried to set you back so far. It's almost like they were trying to get you off track. With the investment here of the Seven of Pentacles, which is your stability, it's like you now start to understand and really put a game plan on how to prevent this from happening again. This is investing in yourself and your emotions to now know that when people bring some crappy ass news that's going to make you want to fight, you're not going to really react. You're not going to, you're going to now be more, let's say, proactive than reactive. Because in the beginning, you're very reactive. And now here, once you digest everything and figure it out, and you start putting yourself back together in a sense, well, that game plan is that proactiveness. So now, next time, maybe someone comes around with some crap, you're not going to react. You're going to be proactive. So this means you go within to already have a game plan to be prepared. Does that make sense? I think so. All right. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. All right. Here we go. You're investing in yourself. Guess what? See, that ends, because tens are completions, that ends all those mental conflicts that you were having. Meaning why and how. And I mean, I couldn't even believe that they did this and all this other stuff that you were going through. Once you did that and invested in yourself for the being that proactive and not reactive, that ends all the betrayals and all the mental conflicts and all the struggles that these people are trying to give to you. Because now you got like a game plan, okay? And that game plan is really not letting yourself. I mean, you're going to hear what they're going to say, but you're not going to be like popping off right away. It's like you're going to trust your intuition to really let that guide you in making a very tough decision. And that tough decision, my friends, was what do you do? How are you going to do it? That's why you got the juggling card here. So it was a slow and steady process for you to really digest this whole situation, understand how it made you feel, realize, I mean, where it was even coming from, right? Trickery. It's coming straight from the devil with this. I mean, who brings this kind of, conflicting news on purpose? Told you, the devil is the creator of confusion. And the devil card is out here, my friends. So they brought the confusion. Friends, co-workers, neighbors, who the hell knows? But it was a group effort. Wow. That's pretty heavy. But I like it because, let me give you a little something, okay? A little nugget, a little jewel, right? Something, right? When you get your ass handed to you emotionally, right? Sorry, youngsters, you understand what ass means, so I don't have to really curb that kind of language. But when you get your ass handed to you emotionally, and then it starts confusing you, really trust what you feel on the inside, okay? Really trust that. Why? Because once you start perfecting that, being proactive instead of reactive, right? That does something, right? That kind of generates some kind of weird energy, right? And some people don't know what to do with that energy. So they just keep going on with their daily lives and then just keep moving on, right? But that might come back and haunt you. So in the effort of being proactive, you're going to be reactive again, right? Even though you figured it out, you try to work it out. Here's the trick. Here's the gem. Take that pain, take that confusion, right? Take that mental anguish you're going through and turn it into something. Okay. Let me give you an example, right? I've been a mechanic my whole entire life. ASE certified, take an engine out, no problem, an hour and a half, put it right back in, better than brand new, right? And being good at it, I'm talented. But here's the thing. When I used to get in this energy, being upset and mad and frustrated, I learned to take that energy, the anger, the frustration, even the sadness, and taking that energy and applying it to what I'm doing at the moment, right? So if I'm working on a car, I'm taking an alternator off, and I had an argument with somebody. So instead of letting my argument stay in myself and just let it fester, now I get mad at the alternator in a sense, right? I get mad at the alternator, right? So now when I'm focused on what I'm doing, but that energy is now being what? Transmuted into the alternator. Now I'm like, you're taking that aggression basically out on what I'm doing, right? And in that process, you're not even thinking because now you're on autopilot. And the autopilot is whatever was buried in your conscious, you try to put it in your subconscious. And if you don't fix it, it's going to come out back out in your consciousness. Okay. So now when you could take that pain and turn it into production, I'm so mad. I took that alternator apart in like 5 seconds and didn't even realize the time, but it made me feel better because I was able to take that internal energy and transform it into a physical and have a result. So that is basically kind of turning pain into progress, but it also is being proactive instead of reactive. Okay. Because if I would have stayed stuck in my emotions, trying to take that alternator apart would have probably took me an hour because I was more focused on what? My emotions, the situation, whatever I was going through. And I turned that around, took it out, and put it into that alternator. And so now it's out in 2 seconds. And then I wasn't even conscious of it. It was like, because I was thinking about how I felt, what I was going through, and it just all manifested and bam. So that's a little gem for you. Okay. So take that to the bank because I do it every time. And it works perfect. All right. You know, it's like some people, they get sad and they get depressed. So what do? They write a sad song. So you're taking your emotions, you're transforming it into the song. Some people do art. They paint, whatever. You know, so they take that emotional side, take it out of them and put it into what they're doing. And now you're going to have your best work. It's going to be your best painting. You're going to be the best mechanic. You know what I mean? Because just in some weird way, that energy gets transmuted and there's like a slip of time. When you're mad and you're doing stuff, you don't realize what you're doing, but you're getting it done faster than you knew that you could before because it's just that energy that's being transferred into it because you're focused on thinking about however you felt, whatever happened. You know what I'm saying? So, thank you. 100%. You're exactly right, my friend. Transmuting energy, right? It's in many forms. So it's always better to be proactive than reactive, right? And we're only reactive is because we're what kind of ignorant? We don't understand the situation, right? Why do you think people yell and scream, right? Psychologically, arguing is like the last form of communication. And what happens when you're arguing? I mean, you could say you're mad and you could say whatever, but it's your lack of understanding what the person is even talking about. You don't know where they're coming from. You don't know what they mean. So your brain's scrambled, basically, psychologically, because you're not getting it. So you start coming out, and you're like, bah, 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 because you're really trying to pull them, transmuting energy into having you understand, right? From where they're coming from or whatever. Oh, you felt this way today, my friend? Oh, well, you know, as long as you're doing something positive with that negative energy, you're going to be very successful in everything that you do. But if you get stuck and you don't transmute that energy, turning that into something different, you're going to get stuck every time. Thank you, Margarita. Appreciate that. Okay. Here comes your next card. So take that little gem, put it in your pocket for later. Because I'm telling you, it's very valuable. That's how I got through a lot of the shit that I've been in my life. I mean, y'all hear about people hacking my shit and all that, cutting me off in the middle of a live. That's just the tip of the iceberg. If I told you guys my real story, I kind of did a little bit in another video, but there's so much more stuff that I've been through that y'all don't know. It would crush your hearts, but hopefully it would give you inspiration to know that, look at me. I've come from this and I've done this and I've been through this to be here where I am now. Having you guys support me in the way that you are. Amen to that. I couldn't do that without the grace of God to give me the power to do what I'm doing, but also to understand how to transmute this energy. Take it from me, put it on something else, but in a positive way. Amen. Positive way. Proactive and not reactive. There you go. Page of Swords. Right. So you figured this out because you trusted your intuition to know the information that they were bringing to you, which is the news, was crap. Yeah. That's all I can say about the Page of Swords. So let's keep going. And there's your Lover's card. So, congratulations. You put a perspective on both sides of yourself, okay? You got a grip on your masculine side. You got a grip on your feminine side. You didn't let one or the other outweigh one or another because you would never find that balance in the duality of conquering your dark and light side. which means if you didn't really go within to understand that this was trickery, you could have let your dominant side came out a little bit, and you could have really retaliated in a sense, right? Or if you didn't have a grip on your feminine side, you would have stayed submissive. You would have believed the crap that they're trying to bring onto you, and you would have stayed stuck, feeling frustrated, bitter, and you would have been burdened for a long ass time and feeling emotionally empty. And it was all a trick. So you now realize that you had to gain control of both of those energies, both of those sides. So you had just enough of the masculine to cut him off, and just enough submissiveness in your feminine side to really what? Get a grip back on your emotions. Nurture yourself. Heal yourself. Self-love yourself. Amen. Okay. So let's pull a couple more cards here and see after this where you go. What you going to do. Because we know how it all came about. And we know how you figured it out. But there you go. 6 of Cups. Now you're going to stay rock steady in your emotions, right? You're going to persevere through this emotionally, trusting yourself, healing yourself, even transmuting that energy, and getting a better balance of yourself between both sides, light, dark, masculine, feminine. Here your duality, sun and moon. 2 cards here. You know what I'm saying? I just can't with myself. She's my baby dog. She's my baby dog. She's my mook. Yeah. They were up early, so I was up early. When I go tinkle at like 41 degrees out, you know, they deserve cookies for that. Okay, there you go. So what do? Now you just chill. Look at you taking a rest. You're at peace. But look at you holding that sword, okay, because you still wear the Queen of Swords. So it's like you're taking a nap with your sword. Can't lay with your sword ready to keep cutting people off as the Queen of Swords, right? But that's hilarious, right? So you lay this all to rest. You're at peace with now where you're at emotionally, mentally. You got that stability of balancing both sides of yourself. So you didn't really take off and retaliate, or you didn't sit and sulk about it and let that fester, right? But now you're more aware. You're more aware to be maybe a little more protective of yourself and not let people trick you in such an easy way, because now you get a better understanding of how it came from. And they were just trying to tweak on your emotions, get you stuck in your head. So now you got no forward progress, and now you're just stuck in it. This is their whole intention. So I hear you with your sword, sleeping in bed with it, ready, but you're still at peace. You're chill and you're relaxed with it, right? Hi. Did you guys see that? I didn't. So there you go. Another ace. Yo, that's like 3 aces in this deck. Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups. Now you have the Ace of Pentacles, right? There is your journey to your stability. This is my Follow the Yellow Brick Road card, right? So bam, boom. So now you are on a correct path of your journey where you're supposed to go, right? So maybe this was a lesson for you to learn. These karmics were throwing some shit out at you that just to get you stuck and trapped. So the lesson is to balance your duality. Get a grip on your light and dark side. Don't retaliate, but don't take it. You found that balance. Cut this shit off. You made peace with yourself. You apologized to yourself for letting yourself get all emotional. Now you're on the path and the journey where you're supposed to go, leading you to complete abundance. What can I say about that? But amazing. That is straight amazing. Two of Cups. Okay. It's not anybody coming in. It's not anybody going to give you a relationship. It's you made a choice to love yourself, okay? Because twos are about choices. Cups is your emotions. And emotions is what? Love, right? Talking about the duality, my friends. Doesn't this look like that? What is it? The medical symbol on the ambulance, I forget the actual name of it. You know what I mean? The hermetic something, blah, blah, blah. But there's a yin and the yang, positive, negative, light and dark, good and bad, masculine and feminine. This is you choosing to make all this as one and love yourself completely as a whole. Because why? Because of this card right here. Where are you? Come on out. Come out and play. It's a lover's card. Wow. I don't know. But the lover's card is out here, which is the symbolizing your duality, right? Your masculine, feminine side. Getting that balance, getting that duality. And this is what you did. You put it all together. You found peace. You found your harmony. You found your yin and your yang. You got a grip on your light and dark side. And you decided to love yourself. Ain't that something? Surely is. It's magnificent. So I think I'm going to pull one more card. And then I'm going to let y'all go. Man, you're pulling one card, but two came out. Now you're forcing me to take them, okay? I only wanted one. Okay. Bam. So there you go. There's the world card. This was very successful for you. Even though it was painful and it was a bit of a struggle, it's very successful for you because now what? You found your happiness. Now you can celebrate. Right? It's like you married yourself, in a sense, because you put those two sides together and you found your inner light to really overcome it and know that these people were just straight trickery, straight devil people, right? So there you go. You're loving yourself. You married yourself, which basically really you married your feminine and your masculine side, gaining that balance to really go down the journey that you're supposed to. And that journey, I think here, my friends, was a karmic lesson. It was a lesson for these people to really come in your life, and try to jack it up and create all kinds of chaos, emotionally and mentally, which was only a lesson for you to really understand who you are and how to gain a better perspective on handling your emotions and gaining that duality to see what is the truth. And the truth was there's trickery and manipulation. So you trusted your intuition on that. You cut these people right off, whether you blocked them or, stopped, whatever. You really went within to really understand the balance of things. In a sense, transmuting this energy to really bring both of your sides together. And that, my friends, is a hell of a way to go. Hell of a way to go. Let's see what you got here. Good morning, Lily. Off with their head. Exactly. Cutting them right down. Figuratively, yeah, we do speak metaphorically here because sometimes words can be perceived differently. Look up truth, right? I might have to cut the tree. Yeah, that's exactly cutting the tree right to the roots. Right to the roots. And this is what you did. These people really, I think they were in your life for that lesson to really understand that you think your tree is fruitful, but it can be still rotted, right? But it doesn't mean the whole tree is gone. But these were trying to come at you. It's like they poison the whole tree. So no matter how many seasons go by and you keep trying to water it, nurture it, it's still poisoned. And this is that balance you understood. So cutting that tree off the roots, yanking it right off, whatever, that had to be done. Why? So that you can replant new seeds and have a new tree grow and then understand how to protect that tree a little bit better. Amen, Lily. That was an amazing analogy. I love that. But I like off of the head because that's directly a Queen of Swords energy. You know what I mean? It's like she'll listen to what you got to say. She'll let you bullshit her. She'll let you put all this fluff on it, right? But she's highly intuitive. So she's trusting herself and how she feels on the energy exchange that's being brought. And a lot of people can figure this out because if someone's telling you something that's negative and you feel negative by it, it's not from God. Can't be the truth. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. So you got to pluck it and pull it, cut it, and reroute it to get a better and bigger tree. So when it's wintertime, you got to put the little plastic bag over your little tomato plants or whatever. So then what? The frost doesn't kill it. So that's like the poison. And so the knowledge is to really understand, which you probably did before, was to put that bag over that tomato plant. And so now future on, you understand now every time winter comes around, you gotta take care of that tree so those roots don't go poison. You know what I'm saying? So 11 o'clock, 1. So 1 hour, 11 minutes, and 1 second. Amen, my friends. I'm gonna leave it here with your happiness, okay? Amen. I'm gonna take my dogs out real quick too, but I'm coming back because I'm gonna be doing this all day. Well, as much as I can. I try not to stress myself out that way, but I'm gonna knock out your readings. So, thank you guys so much for coming out. You guys are so supportive. I just, I love each and one of y'all to come out here, take your time in your morning to sit with me, hear me jaw-jacking about your story in your life, and sharing that in the comments. Sharing is caring, and it's also knowledge and wisdom that we all could use, and we have to spread that with everybody, with you, with me, whoever else, because knowledge is power, and that's how we get a grip on that duality. Okay, so that being said, my friends, hope you have a great Sunday. Do whatever you're gonna do, but I'll see you again. Peace and pray. See you again. Bye, my friends.